One of the contractors from the other company recognised Frankie, who was lying outside of the vehicle beside the road.
I think it's important that you all understand that Route Irish is the most dangerous road in the world.
I wanted to do a film about Iraq ever since the whole illegal adventure began, and didn't know quite what the way in would be. And then a few years ago the army soldiers began to be withdrawn, and the private contractors became more and more prominent. And it seemed to us like a lot of people that this was very dangerous, particularly dangerous for democracy, that the idea that we now use mercenaries to carry out military activity seems to us very, very wrong. But obviously it was a complicated subject, and Paul started doing some research, and then he wrote the two characters of Frankie and Fergus, the two contractors who were ex-soldiers, who are lifelong friends. One is dead at the beginning of the film, and then you have to find out how he died. But it was the realization that this development was happening, and really nobody knew it was happening. That seemed to us significant. We found out that they were doing things with impunity and without responsibility, and that is obviously wrong. I mean, that obviously goes against any sense of justice or morality or law. We found out that they had committed human rights abuses in disregard for life, in some who were implicated in the ill treatment in Abu Ghraib. We found out very significantly that if you privatise war, you hide it, because there's no political pressure, no pressure on politicians to pull out the military, because the military aren't doing the job anymore. So it's a way of hiding it. When soldiers die tragically, they come home with a flag over the coffin and it's on the news. When contractors die, they come home anonymously, nobody knows. So it hides what is still a military adventure, and it takes it away from democratic scrutiny, and I think that's very serious.
Well, War on Want, as you know, is running a campaign to ban the use of private military contractors in combat situations, and to introduce really quite strict regulation of all of their other activities.
Yes, I think the War on Want campaign is terrific, and I think the material you use is very powerful, and I absolutely endorse it. And we've, as you know, we've spoken about the film, and you've used your research on occasions, so it's been very helpful. We've always found the research to be absolutely accurate when it's been checked, so it's a terrific campaign. But I think also the privatisation of war is in line with privatisation in other areas, in line with privatisations of healthcare, of schools, the railways, long gone, of council services, of social services, of prisons, of pretty well everything. And I think it would be very good if the privatisation of war, or the campaign against the privatisation of war, linked up with the campaign against the privatisation of other parts of our life, of healthcare, for example. Because with this drive to put everything in the hands of big corporations, I think we're coarsening and cheapening our lives. It's no longer how can we work together, how can we be good Democrats, how can we work as a team. It's how can we be individuals, how can we do deals, how can every aspect of our life, from the moment we're born in hospital to when we die, to when we're at school, to our everything, is cheapened by this insistence that we should be in a market doing a deal. And I think it's horrible. It's particularly horrible in war. So we must oppose the privatisation of war and the dominance of the these private security companies who are making fortunes. Not the guys on the ground. I mean, they put their lives on the line and they make obviously some money, but the real fortunes are made by the people at the top, with the help of the revolving door that politicians slide across. Have been in Minister of Defence and then suddenly find they're connected to a security firm. I mean, that we have to end. But the campaign to end privatisation of war and the power of the subcontractors, security subcontractors, is very important.
Ken, thank you very much. I've found it an incredibly powerful and brilliant film which manages to tell so many aspects of the story through such a strong narrative. So thank you so much for that, and all power to the film as it goes onwards from here.
Thanks very much.